Okay, hello again, everybody. What is that cable on my screen? Let me move that. So let's see. Adam has wrapped up Skeleseller, C wrap up, and is now moving on to other backlog tasks, like preparing some video content, setting up Rider, and a bunch of other miscellaneous tasks. Other commands of interest, sales, next game. Okay. So let's make sure I am not streaming to Steam right now. Good. So I turned that off. Yeah. Watching the VOD and rushed in a live chat. Did you get first? I don't think I saw it in my chat. No, Gerdau did. Okay. Well, too bad for Cinestello. Let me just refresh this one more time. Yeah, okay, good. Nothing. Cool. So that's done. Yeah, so one of the questions I was wondering about, and people ask about this a lot, is like, should I use Google Docs or Obsidian? Well, people ask, why do I use Google Docs if I have Obsidian? Like, I know about Obsidian, of course. I do use it. So let's figure it out. Google Docs versus Obsidian. So Google Docs has separate storage, is available from basically anywhere without needing to do a special sync process, and lives, well, I guess let's just do this. Has separate storage, is available from basically anywhere, is used from the browser. And I think this makes it easier manage images. What about for editing? Is there anything I use in particular in a Google Doc? Let's look at a design document, for example. I think it's just text and lists and stuff. Like all this could be easily be marked down, what we see on the screen right now. What is anything that I use that would not easily be marked down? Honestly, probably not really anything. Like tables. Tables are in Obsidian as well. They're probably a little easier to use in Google Docs than in Obsidian, because I've used them in Obsidian and I haven't necessarily liked them. But yeah, in general, it's just like text and images and stuff. I'm not doing anything crazy here, right? I don't see anything crazy. Yeah. So I guess, what would I feel like I'm losing by switching from Google Docs? And yeah, I think easy syncing. I use SyncThing for Obsidian, but I have to do a lot to avoid merge conflicts. I mean, the other thing is I don't need to drop Google Docs altogether. Oh yeah, easy sharing. Well, easy / real-time sharing. I publish my notes occasionally, but certainly not in real time. I wonder if Obsidian does let you publish in real time. Connected notes online. It's built in so you can write, collaborate, and publish seamlessly. The collaborate seamlessly makes me feel like this is in real time, but I don't see anything about that. Also, $8 per month is kind of a lot for this. Mobile friendly. I don't know. I think I should probably just stick with Google Docs. You pay for syncs, it's only $4 a month. Yeah, I'm using SyncThing, which is free, and it's been fine. I'm just thinking, like, I've been using Google Docs pretty heavily for years now, and I still think these are the couple of things I'd lose if I switched. And I guess like easy management of deleted files. I think Obsidian has an option to automatically delete images if you delete the link to them. So maybe this is a non-issue. Host, VS Code, and VPS. I mean, we're just talking about these two things, right? Just Google Docs versus Obsidian. It's not, I'm not necessarily looking for another solution. I'm just wondering which of these two things would be best for me. But howdy, Coffee Kills, and hey, Iron Crusader and Cuttlefish. Yeah, I think the losing this stuff is probably too annoying for me to want to switch. Also, there's no real reason. It's like Google Docs is free. It's not like I'm trying to de-Googleify my life or something. I don't know what you were doing, just saw. Okay. Yeah, I think we just probably stick with Google Docs. Should probably update my command then. Hey, dead robot. Why Google Docs? Yeah, I think this is still fine. All right, well, I just want to think about it. And I think I have this even over here somewhere. Yeah. I guess the other question that I didn't really ask is, what would I gain by using Obsidian? And I think the answer is really not much, right? Like better code blocks, that's for sure. Easier copying to/from GitHub because it's native Markdown. I know Google Docs lets you copy as Markdown, but it tabs weirdly. Anything else? Not really, right? I guess like local tooling to search. I don't tend to use this a whole lot. I don't use any extensions in Obsidian. So this is like extensionless Google Docs versus extensionless Obsidian. What would be better? And I guess easier way to use my images. I don't think code blocks matter a whole lot. I mean, every once in a while they do. Yeah, this stuff all is pretty nice. I don't know. Maybe I should think about this a little bit more. I also don't share things, only have one main PC. Nice to quick switch, etc. Yeah. Game by sticking with Google Docs. Easy sharing / syncing. Real-time publishing for free. Sharing is super simple. And like, what if I just made a Google Doc when I need sharing? Yeah, easy sharing, easy syncing, easy usage from anyone else's computer. Yeah, since I wouldn't have to install anything. Yeah, and then this is the other thing. I don't need to use one or the other necessarily. I mean, I already use both. I could continue to use both. I could just switch which one is my main one. I don't know. I mean, we could just try it. Could just try maining Obsidian and see how it feels to use Google Docs only when I want to share something. Yeah. Crimson, thanks for the sub. Welcome in. Can you not have a shared Obsidian notebook? Have that auto sync to a web host? I mean, there are other ways to do this. It's much easier with Google Docs than it is with Obsidian. I can still accomplish the same thing. It's just a question of like, how annoying is it going to be? Am I maintaining something myself? With a Google Doc, I could press the share button and you could have the document in like 10 seconds, right? And it's practically guaranteed to work. It's practically 100% uptime. There's permissions I could set on these things, so I can give you just comment access if I want to. So yeah, all in all, it's not that any one of these offers something that's impossible in the other one. Even code blocks, it's like you could do this in Google Docs. It's just not easy. Like by default, they have, like you could type something like this, gd.print hi, and it'll turn it green and monospace it, but it's not syntax highlighting. So I need to like use another website, paste it into here. So that's something Obsidian does better. There might be an extension like that for Google Docs. I was watching on YouTube, switched to Twitch finally. Oh, nice. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm now not streaming to Steam anymore. It's so weird to have a title. I just made the title something like paying tech debt or something. I don't have a day number after it. I made a new playlist. Okay, well, I'm still not sure exactly how I feel about this. The other thing is that organization would be maybe even a little bit harder. Yeah, maybe let's just try it and see what happens. Okay. Well, I have two folders over here, right? Shared and unshared. So probably I'm going to put a bunch of this stuff in shared. So maybe I'll make my stream to-do list over here. And then just copy everything. I don't know. This is going to be kind of annoying, though, because I have a bunch of names. Oh, man. Yeah, I have a bunch of notes, and now I'm going to have to be careful about which ones I use. Because when I open this myself, I open every single note that I have, or every folder. So, like, I have shared, unshared, and private. Private's not showing here because I'm streaming. But the private one contains a to-do list and a stream of consciousness. So I'll have duplicate notes, and I need to be careful about where I start adding stuff. I don't like that idea. I have meeting notes that tag people on the people's page. It shows a list of meetings they were in. I don't know if I'd benefit from something like that. But yeah, I do take a lot of notes. I like having links between them that are nice. Yeah, let's just see how this goes. Sure. So let's start with this. All right, first entry. Oh, wait, not like that. Copy, markdown. So overall conclusion. Could just try maining Obsidian, see how it feels. Only use Google Docs when I want to share something. So I guess let's delete the, or maybe we just change this command again. Google Docs has real-time sharing. Adam does plan to use Obsidian mostly to test it out. Since March 2026. Like 2 main Obsidian. Okay, there, good enough. How many keys do you press today? 36. Trick question. Hey, Corbsy. All right, well, that's nice. Let's move on to the next thing here. Make sure I'm not adding this to my Skeleseller VODs. Done. So set up Rider, plan YouTube videos. I do want to plan YouTube videos. Hey, DJ. Got 100%. Great game. Revenue going well for you. I haven't checked revenue, but I'm really glad you enjoyed the game. That's why I made it. Yeah, I've got the sales command there. Oh, yeah, and then today I have to end by, I think, 3:45 p.m. today. That's plenty of time because I ended the early stream after only 2 hours, I think. Wow, congrats, ABC. Congrats on the 5 to the 3rd days stream streak. So I do kind of want to plan some YouTube videos. This is something I wanted input from chat for. So I need to load this up and then be careful about how I do this. This is all in unshared. What else should I do? I don't know. Maybe we make a new folder here and call this like organization. Put these things in there. Yeah. I'm waiting for ABC to slip off. Is that what? You ever take a look at Zed? No, I haven't. So yeah, I don't have any thoughts. I don't really plan to though. I'm probably just going to use Rider. Okay, so let's do. I really want to be careful of my organization with this stuff. What's in videos? Nothing's there right now. Because a lot of this stuff is just going to be throwaway things. Maybe I make a throwaway folder. I don't know. All right, let's do this. Lessons learned from Skeleseller. Okay, I'm going to copy paste things over to here after reading them quickly. Let me just check really fast. Sorry, I wrote a lot of notes. I'm just making sure none of them are private. Okay, all of these are fine. You can paste that in here. But there's like another million of these. Oh man. All right, let's see. Unless we're launching, take my mind off feedback. Here, game's identity. Yeah. I need to organize all this stuff. So you work better with everything in main note. Yeah, I never liked the like multiple to-do notes. I feel like it's nice for losing tasks, which is actually a good thing. Like if you didn't migrate it from your old note to your current one, then it must not have been very important. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Spring sale thing was unfortunate. Small features have a big impact. What is this? Sorry, give me a sec. There's some stuff I'm moving over here that I got to be very just careful about not leaking because I put all this stuff in my like private notebook and now. Actually, this is another reason why um switching between Google Docs is like potentially difficult. I should probably write that over here. Less of a chance of leaking private stuff. I may have a to-do note for myself and for the stream in Obsidian. And if I put private stuff in the stream focus to do, that could be bad if I show it. Yeah. All right, achievement design. Code will get close, worse, closer launch. Yeah. Have to create your own content at some point. Cool, yeah. Oh, so far we're fine with this stuff. Optimizing for performance. These are my public notes, so it should be fine. So next thing, make more YouTube videos throughout. Yep. All right, I've only got like 20 more bullet points I gotta get through. Then I can look at it all on screen. Should make you crazy. Cool, cool, cool. Yep. Nice. Putting the version on the title screen is great. Yep. Separate save files into folders based on whether they'll be synced or not. Yep. This all looks fine. Probably baked in from the beginning. Demo is super important. Demo is super important, but actually I kind of think maybe talk about all demo lessons learned. Yeah. Modifying values at runtime. Yep, this is all good. All right, we're almost done. Work with someone else. Yep, this is all good. And now we're down to like 7 more bullet points. I think this should be pretty doable. Yeah, I have so many things based around releasing the game. Bake time is important. Cool. Okay, so here's everything from the video that I want to do. Move this here. Biggest lessons learned from Skeleseller. Cool. Okay, so now I can minimize this. And we can take a look at this. So I want to split this into different sections. These are like unfiled notes. Got on early? Yeah, yeah. I finished my lunch pretty early. I figured I'd stream. We're just gonna be doing some of the backlog stuff. So right now what I'm doing is I have a video that I want to do on biggest lessons learned from making Skeleseller. So let's do launch related lessons. There are a whole bunch of these, right? Yeah, this one. What else? Other launch lessons. How do you search again in Hang on, I should probably engage privacy mode. Let me just check my hotkeys and change. And now I can show this again. Okay, how do we do find again, search again, next search? What, is that not a thing? Okay, that would be very frustrating if it's not. I feel like it has to be. Maybe result. Well, find is just Command F, right? Yeah, search current file. And they don't have any other search things here? Like, how do you go to the next occurrence of something? Can you not do that? Next find result? Next global search result? Using up and down. That's weird. They don't have one for this? That's very weird, right? I feel like there should be one. Needed for next and previous file search. What was this? 2025? So about a year ago. Does not enter and shift enter. It is if you have the dialog open, but then I have to open the dialog and then press a key. So it basically becomes a chord at that point. A lot of things, like if I just copy all of this into VS Code, what I'm looking for is something like this. I search for launch, then I can close this, move around the node, and then just press Command G to find the next instances. I saw hotkeys when hovering over the arrows. F3 and Shift F3. That does not work. Yeah, it's only when it's open that it works. Add a new note. Why is this not a thing by default? I'm very, very surprised about that. Yeah, weird. Huh. That is actually really weird. Sorry, engage privacy mode one more time. Let me take a look at this. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it's already set to hotkeys, so this is fine. Yeah, I don't think there's a way to do this then. Can we search by keyboard key and find out what this thing is called? It doesn't even have a hotkey customizable for that? That also seems strange, right? This is not exactly a deal breaker, but it's kind of close. Yeah, weird. Yeah, I don't ever want to go to graph view, so let's just turn that off. Huh. Yeah, huh. Hey, Mr. D-Boy. Yeah, there just truly isn't anything for this. Wow. Wow, indeed. Yeah, I don't see anything. Strange. So I'd have to do this. And then, wait a sec. No, that won't even work. Because if you press Control F again, it won't remember what your last search term was. And you can't press up or down here to get it. Why? Why is this way? I'm really, really surprised by that though. This is something I guess I take for granted in other programs. Huh. Yeah. Very bizarre. Okay, well, we already had some luck doing this earlier today, so let's try this here. In Obsidian, I can press Command F to find a string. However, if I close that dialog, I still want to be able to press a hotkey for find previous / next. Is that possible? Or like, can I write an extension or something for this? Leave the find box open. I don't like that. Find next and find previous has its own hotkey, or has its own, it doesn't have a thing. Yeah, this doesn't exist there. Unless maybe you do it in this and then do find next. No. Community plugin, custom hotkeys. Oh man, I don't want to trust some random plugin, but I could probably just make my own. I don't want to use Vim mode. Yeah. Even Notepad has find next. Almost every editor I've ever used has a find next. I'm just so surprised by that. So let's go take a look if this is really a thing. Obsidian custom hotkeys. It's probably an extension. There's advanced hotkeys. Extension. Yeah, I think this is just these or advanced search. I mean, maybe there's an advanced search thing. We just search for all extensions and maybe find something. They not have a, yeah, they call it plugins. All right, so search. Search everywhere, search on internet. Command palette, search web, search notes based on current line. Relative find. Okay, what about hotkeys here? What do you mean by find next? I mean, like in VS Code, I can search for something like launch, right? And then I can close the dialog for search, put the cursor anywhere else, and then just press Command G, and it finds the next instance of launch. And I put the cursor here, I press Command G, finds the next instance. There's no way to do that in Obsidian, apparently. You have to have this dialog open, and then sure, the shortcuts work once this dialog's open. And I don't mind the shortcuts for it or anything, but like, I don't want to keep that open. I want to be able to be like, all right, well, what does the rest of this note say? Oh, question the entirety of bone. Okay, cool. Now let's find the next one. And like, you can't press F3 here. And you can't go back into the find menu or it loses what you would last search for too. Additional hotkeys to do common things like what? None of the things I want. But how hard is it to do this? Because like, I can probably just write my own thing, right? This can't be that hard. Yeah, they add commands, and then they have a callback. And a callback in this case is toggle embed. And it's probably got some like Obsidian, yeah, an Obsidian SDK for this. So should we write something like this ourselves? And even if I did this, would this work on every computer? Like my plugins wouldn't just roam. Just vibe code it. I mean, that's what I was thinking of doing too. Like we could test some of this stuff out and see if it works. I don't even know, like, could we code something like this manually or AI coded? Like, do we have access to something to let us do this? Because the way I'd want this to work is to remember my last search term and then press a hotkey to be able to apply it again based on the current cursor position. So is there Obsidian documentation for this stuff? Obsidian plugin documentation. They're part of the notebook? Oh, okay. Yeah, in Hey 404. Developer documentation. Build your first plugin. Is this worth doing?